What's up, people? It is your boy Spaces Man, and today we got a brand new video. We checking out Audiomodern Playbeat. Let's check this thing out, man. Let's go. Now, before we get into the video, you already know you gotta like, you gotta subscribe, and you got to go in them comments, man, and leave a comment, man. I want to know if this is something that you would use for your production. But enough for all that. Let's check this thing out. All right, man, let's take a look at this baby right here. This is Playbeat. Of course, man, Audiomodern set this thing up. Their palette to this, their foundation to their setups to their stuff is just dope to me. It has so many different things that you can do to it and be creative with it, and we're going to go through each and every one of them just to kind of break this thing down, and you can kind of see what's going on in here. So first thing I want you to notice here is at the top you have the sync here at 106. It's matching the DAW itself. You have your load and save, where you can save different setups here, different ideas, and you can load them in if you ever needed them. You have your undo and redo. You have MIDI control. You can set up different MIDI here, where you can have Playbeat to learn the MIDI. You have your settings. You have information. You can go and click on the manual videos, stuff like that, the website, and all of that good stuff. And then you have this one that minimizes and maximizes the plugin. Now, if we go a little bit deeper here, you have the mixer. The mixer gives you access to pull the volumes and different things like that. Then you have the 16 bar or the 32 bar here. You have the reset or redo. You have the lock for the entire thing, and you have these little buttons here. We're going to get into that because this is a special part right here that we have to come back to. You have this particular thing here that gives you different ideas that you can kind of go with here. You have the export. Now, if you hit export, you can actually export the waves or the MIDI, either one. You can set that up however you want to. This little thing here looks like a loop. This is called the infinity button. Once you turn this on, this will continue to loop different ideas each time that it plays a full loop. So this is something that's very known with Audiomodern because they do this on all of their plugins. Anytime you have a plugin with Audiomodern, they always have that infinity button that will do the exact same thing depending on the VST. So if you have like a chord jam, it'll go with different chords, different velocities, different timing, and every single time that you loop, depending on the actual loop set that you have. Now we have your area here. This is for the actual sequencer itself. So you have steps, you have the density, you have the pitch, you have the flam, you have volume, and you have the panning from left to right. You can set this little fixed area here, and you can dial this in to whatever you're trying to do. Just depends all up on you. You have the lock and the reset. This whole area here is for the entire idea that you have created. Now you can get a little bit more into depth down here per each individual track. So I'll show you that part also. Now you have all, which is selected all, and when you select all, it'll do the entire thing here, the entire sequence in the area here. Now you have where you can select the channel also. You can also set the timing here. You can actually shift from left to right, and you can add shuffle. Now one thing I will show you, this right here is a 2-bar loop, or you can add a 4-bar loop. Now, this can be for each individual track that it uses, and I'll show you that also. So now this is the sequencing area, right? And so you can do a solo, you can do a mute, you can actually choose each individual track, and it'll show you here what it is. Number 1 would be a kick, number 2 would be a snare, lo-fi snare, and we'll go into that. Now over here you have where you can erase, you can lock, and this is where you can actually move it around here. Now, crazy thing is once you lock it, it does not move, and I'll show you why that's important in just a second. But you can also erase when this is not locked. If this is locked, you cannot erase it. And I think that is to be true. Let's see here. No, you can. You can lock. Once it's locked, though, it does not move here, but you can erase it any given time. My bad. But anyway, all right. So what I want to do is I want to create an idea, right? So here you can set up different pads or different presets, right? So I can set up all the way to 16 different presets here. Now, this can be set up with MIDI. That's another video that is more in depth, but I will show you real quick. If you click here, you can also click a control to activate it for MIDI and learn mode. So you can click something, and then if you want to set it up to your MIDI board, you can create that here. So if I wanted to, like here, when I set this up originally, this was not in this order, but I set this up to my Atom. And Atom, the very first pad on Atom is C3. And so you just set them all up like that. Now, why is that important? Well, what it does is that if I wanted to change different patterns, if I wanted to change this pattern along the way, I can hit 1 or 2, 3, 4 on my Atom. Now you can't see me doing that, but I'm hitting it as you can see it, and it's going through the different progressions, right? So next thing I want to show you is, now you see this plus here, you can go here. Now let's just say if I wanted to go here and I wanted to erase this, you can see the erase. Now let's just say if I want to undo that, I can. Now if I wanted to lock the whole thing, I could. If I wanted to erase the whole thing, I could. I'm sorry, this right here, I forgot about this one, I missed it. This is the remix pad. You can create different pads here that you can set up as a remix to play live, right? So like I said, you can also lock it here. You can lock everything in place. You can go here and just reset the entire thing. So if I want to unlock all of these here and reset, I can. That'll reset everything. Also, I can change this to 16 pads, and it'll be up to 16 pads, so I can do the 32. Depending, just up to you. And so I think what I'll do here, let's go to load. Now this is where all of your presets and packs are. So if I wanted to try some different packs, now these are just some presets that are already in here. Now if I wanted to go to a certain style, I can go here. If I want to go to funk, if there was something in here with funk or whatever, I could choose that. If I want to go to hip hop and something was in here to be here. Most of the stuff that I know to be here is probably a techno or no, maybe not dubstep, but lo-fi. Nope, no lo-fi. I'm striking out here. But anyway, they're all here, right? So you can set these up in here. So what we're gonna do is, let's just go ahead and choose this, right? So now, as we see, this is going to set us up a idea out of the gate. We hadn't did anything. This is just an idea. And what I will do, I will just play what I have here. Right? And so now what I will do here is, let's go ahead and set this up to, we'll just move it all up to where it goes. Let's just say here, and we'll just play what's in there already. Now, as you can see, what I will do here, let's do it just so you can kind of hear it. Let's just say I don't like that idea. I want to do something different. Now I could start with this button here, which would do everything. Alright. Now this is doing everything. Let's just say I want to go by this one by one. I know my kick is number one, right? Now this right here, my perk is going, which is going to keep the rhythm. It has the rhythm of the track, so I know I can build towards this, right? And so what I'm going to do is just hit this again. Right, let's just say I like that, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put something on that front. Let's add another one here. Now, as you notice, the actual tone is going up and down, right? Now, this is steps. Let's go to density. Now, density is how many times this is going to hit each time. So if I wanted this to hit twice, then you have 2 hits there. All right? Let's just say I wanted to hit once. Now, if I wanted to go to the pitch, this is the actual pitch here for each selected item. I can take this up one. All right? And I can keep going up and down. Now, if I wanted to go to flam, let's see here. And you can barely hear it, but it's hitting before the actual hit itself. Right? It's a timing thing. So let's go to volume. So let's say if I wanted this particular one to be higher, this one to be higher, that one to be higher. Alright, and then if I wanted to pan this left or right, I could. Alright, and so now I'm gonna go to the mixer and I can bring it up here. And I can go back out of that. Now, I like this, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this in. All right. Now I can go to my second channel. All right. So let's say this is that's a hat. It's a hat. And as you can see, it's right here. This is an effect. It's a hit. So let's say I don't like this snare. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm already in 2. This is the second channel right here. So I'm gonna just go over. That's a morph snare. Let's try another one. let's just say let's just say I don't like this snare. Let's just say I never find one that I like. Let's just click here. And we can always go into folders that we already have. And we're just going to go to sounds here. And let's go to here. We're going to go to drums. We want a snare. We'll use that one. Now you see the snare here. And so now, let's randomize this. Let's just say we only like this area right here. Let's say we like this area here. And so now, as you can see, I have just this part looped here. And so as I play it, now let's go to the density here. As you can see, it's just hit one time here. Put the pitches up and down. So as you can see, the lines is the original snare itself, right? And as you can see, if I hit 4 on the density, it will hit 4 times. Now as you can see, I put it 4 here, and there's nothing there because I don't have anything there, but I'm gonna add something there. Now if I wanted to do that, I could set up different patterns here. So I'm gonna go to my mixer, I'm gonna lower that. The snare is a little more louder than I want it to be. So let's do this. Let's go to we're gonna find another snare. Let's use this one. Use this particular snare here. That's a cleaner snare. And you can see the timing is a little different on this one because I'm only using this one section. And so now we're going to do some hats. Let's go to number 7. Oh, we got 8 already going. So let's go here. Now that we like this one, we're going to lock it in place. So 1 and 2 are locked. So that means everything else will move except for 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is locked in place. So we'll go ahead and move it around. Now, as you notice, I like that first part, so we can do this here. Let's add one here. And what I'm gonna do on this last one here, I'm gonna add some density. And as you can see, it's triple hit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 here, but I want the pitch. Take it up some. Yeah, I like that. And so I like this, so I'm gonna lock this in place. I'm gonna bring this up to probably you can move that around like that. You don't want to move for me, so it's okay. Oh, it's probably because it's locked. No. Alright, we'll leave it there. So now we have a pattern. If we wanted to add a bass, let's just say like here. You can add these different pitches and create something from there. I don't want anything from it, so I like what I have right now. So we add this bass. So let's play it from the beginning. Let's add the arpeggiator here. Full track next, with the pad and everything. All right, so now what I want to show you is that I want to save this as my pattern 5. So let's say I want to, let's say if we're in this part, so now what I want to do is I want to add here, let's unlock this. We're going to add this here for so what I want to do is I want to bring the volume down a little bit on this one. Let's unlock it again. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to lock this. We're going to go ahead and have it step, and we're going to set this up as pad 6. And so now when I play it, it should go as such. As you can see, I'm going from 5 to 6 because I have them set up on my pads. I'm going back and forth from 5 to 6. And you can set up these different patterns to do all this on anything. There you have it. Play Beat by Audiomodern. So as you see here, this thing is crazy amazing. It has some really cool ideas and you can just endlessly create whatever it is that you want to do here. This video is a little longer, but I wanted to take the time to show all the little pieces of it and all the different things you can do in it. So make sure that you can click the link in the description, get you a copy of Audiomodern. You can get anything from Audiomodern from that link in the description. I know my light went off on me, but it's all good. You can barely see my face, but use that link. Get you Audiomodern Playbeat or Chord Jam or Riffer, whichever one you want to use. There's some effects on there also. You can get either one of them on that link, man. Audiomodern, man, is the truth. Oh, man. Until next time, man. Peace.